Good afternoon. I'm Bernard Ochieng, and today I would like to speak with us on group opportunities for economic and social development. I'm a member of Aguch Mula Self-Help Group. So as a way of giving you a brief introduction, in Kenya, there are different groups that people can form. There's a self-help group, there's a community-based organization, and also you can register an non-governmental organization, or what we call a SACCO. So today I'm focusing on a self-help group, which is usually registered under Directorate of Social Development. So our topic will be a little bit on introduction, growth potential, challenges, SWOT analysis for Aguch Mula Self-Help Group, and then some of the tips that as group members or any other person can get from our discussion today. So we all know that groups are usually formed by people who share a common background or who have a common challenge that they want to work towards. So they have a common purpose that they are trying to address or to progress to. So these groups can be very useful, especially in emotional support and even practical support. I'm looking at a situation where people have come together and one of the group members is planning even to build a homestead. So when this person is in a group, at such a particular point, group members can come together and help with some of the activities that are important, that are being done when building a homestead. But most cases, self-help groups in Kenya are usually created as a way of sparring or helping members fight poverty. So they come together, engage in activities that can help them fight poverty. And so these groups, they have got common characteristics. The first one is that they are usually peer-based support, meaning that members of this group, they tend to be people of same social status, and they are coming to support each other with their experiences. And also there's the element of mutual aid, meaning that members help one another emotionally, financially, and through skill sharing. There are people who can share various skills, diverse skills that they have for the benefit of the same members, and thus self-help group. Then they have got a shared goal, as I stated earlier. These goals are usually formed around common objectives. For example, most self-help groups in Kenya, they come together so that they can be contributing money, and this money, they either save the money or they loan out to same members who have contributed them, and those members put them in various uses, maybe starting a business. And so they have shared goals, and they form to gather resources that they can pursue those goals. Then these groups, we know that they are informal structures. They can be managed by committees, management committees that group members themselves have elected or have appointed. They can have their internal rules, like constitution is a requirement that they must have when registering. But all these, they are still informal structures. They are the ones who can really govern themselves. And more so is that this group should focus, I'm using the word should, focus on empowerment, because many groups are usually started, but sometimes not all of them focus on empowerment. So we have got example of a self-help group that I'm a member of. We call it Aguch Mula. And in Aguch Mula, for example, what we are doing is we are focusing on financial services. When people come together, it is easier to start an income-generating activity because people can contribute money that is enough for a capital to start a project that a single member or an individual member could have not managed. So they come together, or in Aguch Mula we come together, and we establish income-generating activities. So that is some of the activities that people engage in. Then there is also an objective of skill development. Because people are experienced in various sectors, we have got people who are in the medical health profession, there are people who are farmers, there are people who are doing different things. Now, when they come together, they can train each other on certain aspects of generating income and supporting their livelihood. And more important is for advocacy. Like when people come together in a community, they are able to address a lot of community challenges. For example, today we are aware that the old or the elderly people in a community, they do have a lot of challenges. For a very long time, African society have believed that they have got very strong family ties. And so the elderly people in African society are usually taken by family members, taken care of by family members. But we are seeing things changing. We are seeing that economy is becoming tough, and people or children who would have helped their parents in their old age are perhaps economically challenged. And so we have got a group of elderly people who are staying at home in the rural areas without basic support. They could go hungry. They don't have somebody to take care of their daily cleanings, maybe even tidying the house, washing their bedding, and ensuring that themselves they have had a good meal. So when in a community people come together as a group, then they can address such challenges. They can know how can we take care of the old people or the elderly people in our community. And so those are some of the useful things that people can do when they come together. So moving forward, we have seen that there are a number of benefits in forming these groups. For example, economic empowerment, collective bargaining power, social cohesion. And about social cohesion is very important because it is important people endeavor to join at least a group nowadays, because a number of, especially suicidal cases, we tend to link them to situations where some people do not have social safety networks or people that they can usually share with their challenges. But when you find yourself in a group, it is possible that you have got people that you can share your challenges with, and most of the challenges people face can be addressed when people are in such groups. And as also emphasized earlier, groups are very important for skill development. Say that members can learn how to do poultry farming, members can learn how to do dairy farming, and these are possible sources of income for their families. So when people come together, then they are able also to provide employment to each other. When people pull together their resources, start an income-generating project, more often you'll realize that most of those projects, they need people to take care of them. And so if there are some group members who are not engaged elsewhere, they can be easily trained and take care of such income-generating activities where they can also earn their income. And so when people come together, then they can also put enough resources that they have now a leeway of exploring in even financial markets where they have got extra income that they don't have immediate use for. Instead of letting that money lying in the bank, they can put such extra income into financial market and continue earning interest for them. And so these are some of the things that group members can do, but we are cognizant of the challenges that come when people pull together. It is very rosy to come together. But now, starting that journey moving forward, there are usually a number of challenges of which people can enumerate. If I may ask, is there any challenge that you have in mind that people who come together in groups can encounter?